Hi, ladies and gentlemen. So, you're talking right now with C and Superior, and I thought it would be nice to give you a chance to look at some of the mods I'm using. Map pack, I have voice mod, I have some gear mods, which is honestly some of the best parts about the game. The amount of customization you can have in this game is amazing. Like, I mean, look at this handsome Jack people from Borderlands in XCOM. I'm talking all the trash he usually does. Another voice pack mod, more cities, because uh, given all the praise I will probably be giving to this game throughout the campaign and probably longer, you know, all the content doesn't exactly equal the same amount. They don't throw you into Africa, into America, into all these other places and just like add 50 more cities in those areas. They have maybe like 4 places on each continent, maybe 5 places that they usually have missions in and things like that. But with this mod, basically it opens that up, so I'm going to different places. It's more visual than anything. It's nothing special. Captain Quark, I love that game, Ratchet and Clank. And if it ever came out on computer, somehow one day, maybe an emulator of some sort, I'd play the hell out of it. Hosmo's voice, Blaze Blue. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. On map pack, there are a lot of maps in this game, but after playing through like 3 times, it basically just got to that point where I wanted more variety. Um, Sword rebalancing. The swords in this game didn't used to be worth taking until this mod came out, as far as I'm concerned. It makes them better and actually gives them a complete purpose. Additional mission types, just like I said, I played through 3 times, and sometimes things feel a little bit competitive. It made me kind of want to not to play, but this helps. This helps a lot. Okay, so adds a new enemy unit. This is more cosmetics. Nothing special are gained by cosmetic type items that you can download through mods, but okay, so a squad upgrade in size. So overall, if I remember correctly, the biggest squad you can have is 6. With this, you can have up to 8 people. Now, the main reason why I'm doing this, and I hope people would understand, is just so I can get some more people out there. So I can have all the people who basically came to me and said, "Hey, I would like to be in your video," so on and so forth. And yeah, I can have them all at one time, so on and so forth. I don't expect for this campaign to be the hardest one I've done. I just want it to be kind of fun, enjoyable, and hopefully introduce some people to the wonderful world that is XCOM 2. Expanded mission names, that's more for fun than anything. A medic class. Of course, I mean medic, so made for healing people. A rogue class. I I've done this for a while. Um, so unique abilities inspired by a scout from Longward and a ghost archetype. So we'll talk more about rogue most likely when I dive into more detail about it. Show enemies that it's just made to help me plan a little bit better, stuff like that. There was a problem when it comes to hacking. If you fail a hack, if I remember correctly, and then hack it again throughout the rest of the game after you failed, I think it is one hack, it will give you feedback damage, which I mean is cool, the first time it happens, but then when it happens, whether you fail or succeed every single time after that, it's be a little bit much, just a little bit. Trooper class mod. Once again, let's see, adds a new class, custom abilities to the trooper, assault rifle, shotguns, pistols. They seem to be a slight mix between some of the other classes. True concealment, upgrade reminder. This is mostly here just to go, hey, superior. Yeah, upgrade your stuff. Yeah. Cosmetic. Let's see, what else? Lifetime stats, just so we can keep track of how awesome some people are, really see who the heroes are of the day. How long the person's wounded, stuff like that. Sergeant Johnson, Deadpool, free camera rotation. Uh, I'm not gonna lie, even though I have this mod downloaded, every single time I've used it, I don't exactly know how to use it the right way, which is annoying, because it feels like I might as well just not have it downloaded. Maybe it's just me. If anybody could explain that, that'd be perfect. Um, let's see. Palpatine and strip primary weapons. Squad, new country, more maps. Just like I said before, a lot of maps. Mission time, site operatives. Adds a custom. Okay, alright. So, those are all the mods I will be using for this campaign, and I will be starting it very soon. As in, by the time this video ends, I will be starting. So, just want you guys to know what I'm going to be using. If you want any clarification on any of the mods I will be using, just put something down in the comments, and yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Hi guys, Seeing Superior here. Thanks for joining me for episode 1 of XCOM 2's campaign, which I hope to be a long-running series and to, introduce you guys once again, as I said before, into this game. This really is a wonderful game. As I said before, I'm not the most strategic person on the planet, but I do like to try, and I mean, this game is just one of those games that I tried out, really liked it. I actually did play through about maybe 30% of XCOM 1 before just outright being eliminated. It was a lot harder, and it felt a little bit too... It made me feel kind of claustrophobic, like I was more on a rail than able to actually make my own decisions, which this game just kind of debunks that. It's, my choice, and unlike the first one, you can lose zones, but at the same time, you can get them back. So it's not just a constant, you have to do this, you have to do this. It's your choice. You can fall back a little bit, regroup, let areas be taken, or, yeah, if you're able to, keep up with them. And sometimes this game, honestly, can be pretty unforgiving. So I guess that's all I have to say in the beginning, and I do have people who have come to me before this and basically, even told me that they want in. So I think I have somewhere between 6 to 7 people who have been selected, and I guess we're ready to start. So for right now, mainly because I'm not gonna lie, like I've never played on Legend. I've played on Commander once. It wasn't a great experience for me exactly, but given the mindset we have, it is a little bit more appropriate. But for right now, I'm just going to stick to veteran and familiar players with XCOM. So I'm not going to turn on tutorial. I am going to reduce the beginner, commentation, so on and so forth. So here goes the important part, which I thought about doing, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to. So after I hit next, after, choosing my options, I'm going to enable Iroman. So what this basically means is every single turn I do within the game itself, it will save automatically afterwards. Which means no amount of complaining, whining, or so on and so forth will I be able to actually go back and change it. This is literally making history. No changes. So I could choose to start without Iron Man, which I've seen a couple of people go through this actually do. But for the interest of this video and a little bit more, it will hopefully help me grow in this game, do better, make better decisions, think more before I act. So I'm hoping you guys agree with this decision, but the best way I can tell you is if someone dies, they die. I'm so sorry if it does happen. I will try my best not to get you killed, especially if you are a main character in this game, someone who actually, would like to be in the video forever. And I guess, okay, so the 2 DLCs, Alien Hunters and Sharon's Last Gift. I can never say it right. Sharon's. But I'm going to basically turn these both on, and I'm not going to actually tell you everything about those 2 DLCs, but I will reference when they've come up and I will try my best not to give any spoilers on what to expect. But I'm not gonna lie, I will probably wait a little bit before tackling those 2 DLCs, because they will appear on the map, and that's why I say, you know, I will reference when they show up, but it's your choice when you do them. You get something special, of course, for both. It's a DLC, for God's sakes. But yeah. Oh, and also, there is another DLC, well, speculatively, there is another expansion coming out called The War's Just Begun, or something like that. It's supposed to debut on June 12th. I don't know if it's coming out then, but I know it's supposed to be showing at E3, which kind of made me like anxious and mad at the same time. Anxious because I really want it, but at the same time, it's like, oh, so I'm starting a campaign now, and this is when you choose to bring it out? You couldn't have brought it out 2 weeks ago or something like that. But if this campaign goes well, and at least from, you know, everyone who's actually watched the video once, so on and so forth, if this does get the reception that I like, if it is a proper expansion, something that will be, you know, different enough from this first playthrough, then I will incorporate it and most likely make a second campaign from it, depending on how different it is. If not, then I will just take my own time and play it. Okay, so guys, let's get started.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by French elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gatecrasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
We're heading into the city center to strike a big target. Something that will shake up the tranquil little utopia Advent has been building all these years. Secure the designated coordinates and neutralize all hostile contacts. Firebrand will be in the area for your extraction.
Okay, so from what I can tell right now, we have L King, We have, if I remember correctly, this is Drake. Nope, nope. This is Candy. This is Candy Maker. This is John Candy Maker. That's his nickname. El King is his. This is Pivot, or Greg, as his first name is. Greg D. Garth. And this is Rebel, or Josh. Josh O. Okay, so first mission, we're gonna blow up that guy. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen.
Menace 1-5. We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Okay, so an important thing to remember about this game, at least in the very beginning, is that, let's see if I remember correctly, it's E. Go around. That was horrible. Let's try that one more time. So, angling is pretty good, and where are you? So, these guys don't have a class. As I said before, there are classes in the game, and if I remember all the classes correct, there is Specialist, there is Grenader, there is Ranger, Sharpshooter, and Psy-Operative. So, I am sorry about that. That was completely the wrong button. Okay, so, let's get started on our mission. So, we could go through the building itself, but we risk being seen. And this little marker right here, the little eye icon, says that, yeah, we can jump through the window, but we will break it. And if anyone's close at all, it will basically break our concealment, which, yeah, we don't want that. This is the symbol for concealment if that character is concealed. So within the blue boundary for a character, it takes one action to do. If you go into the orange or yellow boundary for a character, then it counts as two actions. Your character originally, without any abilities or any other skills to help that, basically will run out. Their turn is over. They will be left out in the open, or maybe in better cover if possible, stuff like that. So the shields that are appearing around objects as I'm moving this around are basically, I guess you want to say, defense bonuses or buffs in a sense. So this guy will only give us half the defense of this guy. This will provide more. This will, you know, make it so we are hit less, or maybe even take less damage, stuff like that. So for right now, that seems to be all. Let's get moving. First things first. Let's move one step for humanity with Josh.
Damn right.
I'm gonna move him there. And he has spotted
These guys make up the
enemies.
bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
This is the percentage shot we have for hitting them. If we were to take it, we could either hunker down if we wanted to, giving us a bigger defense, especially if we were in full cover. We could Thor Grenade, which will not reach them actually, which wouldn't be a good idea anyways. Or we could do Overwatch, which this makes it so if an enemy comes into range, which they are now, but we would have to be in, I guess you want to say, not in concealment for this to work. They had an update that changed it. So if we were not concealed and we activate this, if an enemy walked into anyone's view and they were on Overwatch, it would automatically take a shot at the person, which is a good way to be able to get 2 shots off on the enemy. But for right now, we should probably focus on getting a little bit closer before we start, you know, laying bodies down.
On the move.
And since we're going to break concealment anyways, most likely we're going to bring him here in full cover. He actually cannot see them. Huh, I would think he'd be able to, but apparently not. Alright, so now we're going to go to John, the Candy Maker. We're going to put you in full cover.
Closing on target position now.
And pivot. Where are we going to sit you? I don't want to group you completely together. Okay, so I'm going to sit you back.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Hey, so since all these guys are, you know, exactly where they need to be, but only, what, maybe 2 of them have line of sight. So I could take a chance here, which I actually think I will. Okay, I'm going to put you on Overwatch. This is mainly to show you how this works. Hopefully this doesn't, you know, do anything bad.
Moving to Overwatch.
But these two have great shots. So Josh or Pivot. Sorry, Josh or Candy. Same percentage. Okay, so any, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, we're gonna give it to Candy. So, Rebel.
Oh, okay, I'll wait.
And oh, this is the Trooper too. Okay, let's take this shot. And you missed.
Come on!
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
They're on to us!
And everyone's concealment is now broken. Well, let's see if we can somehow mop this up. Do me proud, King. Nope. Josh. Wow.
Get it together.
Pop goes the weasel! Looky what we have here.
Okay. Promotion earned. So after this first mission is over, we will be able to find out which class he is. Okay, so Pivot, you didn't really get a chance to shoot at all. So I'm gonna take you and put you in full cover. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make it so we don't make a mistake and run into any more enemies that are over here. So I'm gonna try to avoid taking them in this direction if possible. I'm going to put you. I'm gonna put you.
What are we doing again?
Okay, and King. I want to keep you. I'm gonna put you
Confirmed.
Here. I'm hoping there's no one over here, but nope, no one. Okay, good. And you, John, failed your first shot, buddy. Let's put you here.
Heading out.
Full cover. Okay. So pivot. That's a 28% shot. I can't make it right there. Okay, what about you? What do you have? A 28? But can you make that grenade? No? Okay. So, can you make the... Actually, I haven't even seen... 31% is not what I want.
Boom!
Okay, let's throw this grenade. Pretty good cover. And kill him, apparently. Okay. Promotion earned for you too, buddy. Okay, so I don't want to move him again because he won't have a chance to use Overwatch. This guy has to move if he wants to basically assault us. So I'm going to put Pivot on
Affirmative,
Overwatch.
covering now.
And Rebel, you're in the same position as him. I'm going to put you on Overwatch. I have a 20% shot with John. The worst that can happen is that you miss, but I will let you redeem yourself this time, John. Make me proud.
Not good.
Come on, guys. Mop up John's mistake. Hey, here we go, my boy, my man.
Enemy eliminated.
Okay. Promotion for you too. I think that's everybody but John who has received a promotion. Alright, so since they've shot him once, they've lost one clip of ammo. Sorry, one bar of ammo basically. Once this gets too far down, we can reload, which takes up an action now. So we need to be really careful on when we actually do this. And I want to move them in slow. So I just want to check their clips and make sure they're at least on. Okay, so Candy. Nope, wrong button. I'm going to reload you.
It's killing time.
And I'm pretty sure you're not going to be needed at the second. So I'm
Good
gonna put you
copy.
there.
Moving on target.
Okay, so let's move you a little bit closer. Not gonna move you from there. Okay, so King, or La King. I'm gonna move you into.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Okay, so it doesn't seem to be anyone out here at the moment. Our objective is there. In the end, we're gonna plant a bomb. Right there. And I know for at least this first mission there is one more group of enemies. I think another group of 3. So, pivot. I need you to be brave with me, buddy. I'm gonna move you.
Orders
right
confirmed. Moving out.
Okay, we're in range.
Menace 1-5. You're near the target position.
Okay, no enemies sighted, so we're gonna go
Overwatch.
Overwatch now.
Got it covered.
Maybe we could pick up the pace?
Okay, that was loot actually that we could have picked up. After killing an enemy, some of them have a chance to drop items that could help us, like a scope for our gun or extra an extended clip that would basically make this like maybe 6 instead of 4 shots before it would have to reload, stuff like that. Rebel,
are we there yet?
You out here, King. So I really do need you kind of caught up with the group, so I'm gonna put you right there.
Got it. Moving.
Pivot. I really do want to keep you there, John. Same process. Honestly, I need you with the group.
Go, go,
Just
go.
in case. Okay, so.
You know what's better than not getting hit? Hitting back.
Come get some. I've got movement. Heads up.
Okay, so if that's the case, what that basically means is that, you know, just like you said, there's movement over here. So somewhere over here, most likely, there is the enemy. Which, to move anybody closer, we could move King closer, see if it
Moving to designated position.
activates them. Nope, not yet. Okay, so what about you, John? What if I move you right
Orders
here?
confirmed. On the move.
Nope. Oh, and if you're able to switch off of a character as they're moving, that will let you know that they have not run into anything. That will start a cutscene of sorts, just like when we found the enemies over here. So let's put
On the move.
pivot here and Rebel. Let's bring you up here, buddy. Okay, once again, we're going to do some
Well,
battle walks.
this is
Scanning.
boring.
I'm on it. Come get some.
Guess we know what that means.
The Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure
this
whether
is
to junk it
exactly
up for
why we
training or
Overwatch.
stricter mind control.
Oh, look at that. A massacre. Oh,
No
I love
longer a
this
threat.
team.
It's down.
And John, you've gotten it. I'm proud of you, buddy. So, one more guy left. Let's see. 50%. None. 50%. Want to do the honor, Sean? Let's mop this up. There we go, buddy. That redemption.
Enemy eliminated.
Lost my trust first mission. Man,
Area is secure. We're not picking up any inbound contacts. Scanners are clear. Menace 1-5, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
Okay, so once you reach an objective like this, usually just, you know, this button, or I can just push 3. And 3 again. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There goes our first mission.
Menace 1-5, rendezvous at the extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charges.
Okay, that one was flawless. Usually different ratings are, you know, for how well you do in the mission. Always, if you can beat a mission and not take any damage, you will always get flawless. Now, sadly, this doesn't get you anything special, which is, you know, kind of sad. But I mean, there are mods out there for stuff like that. But honestly, given the mindset we have right now, I didn't want to put way too many in. There are a couple that I usually like to use for fun purposes, but you know, I'll leave that until next playthrough. So this one was 0 soldiers wounded, none killed, enemies killed. We killed 6 altogether. Mission completed. Turns taken, only 6. Okay, let's continue. Let's get back to base, boys. Y'all did good, even you, Candy. Successful shot percentage, average damage per attack. I mean, you all killed one, I think. Except for Candy. I think Candy actually killed 3 people. One of them, I think, being the commander. I could be wrong on that. So.
Our troops continue to exceed expectations while working with limited resources. Impressive, Commander.
Okay, so who we're gonna start with first? Pivot. Let's see what class you are. Oh, Grenadier class.
Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
Okay. This is one of the in-game classes, nothing modded in. Comes standard equipped with a basically a grenade launcher that will allow him to shoot farther and stuff like that. So if I gave him, like, if I remember correctly, like an ice grenade or something like that, he'd shoot it and explode, freeze the person, but you know, farther away. These guys are best kind of in front, or pretty dang close to it. This is a skill tree. So once I get enough kills with each unit individual, basically they don't all level up at the same time, unless I download the mod for that, which I did at one point. It was kind of interesting. Really cheap, but interesting. So, there's Corporal, Sergeant, Lieutenant, Captain, Major, and Colonel. It takes a lot of kills to get to Colonel, but the more you use a character, then, you know, the more you will get them leveled up. These are the abilities for it, you know. I mean, it's really simple, honestly. And once you reach a level, like after I get a couple more kills with him, I think it's like 2 or 3, then I will have 2 abilities to choose from. And the same thing for each level. I mean, these guys can kind of go in 2 different directions, which I'm not quite remembering at the moment, but they're pretty cool. So, John, since you did the best, honestly, I'll save you for last. So, La King, which class are you? Ooh.
The Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
The weeaboo extraordinaire becomes the Ranger, a sword-wielding, gun-slinging psychopath. This guy basically has the blade. He is the, well, this class is the main reason why I had to download that mod, to make blades actually useful. And there's different abilities for the blade, and he has a shotgun, he has peacemakers. Rangers are better up close and personal, but yeah, I mean, they're kind of my favorite class. Kind of. Okay, so Rebel. I think everyone's actually gotten their preference for what they want to actually be in this game. If he gets chosen as specialist, then it will be basically perfect. Okay. So, not as a specialist. He's chosen to be a rogue. And these are basically, in the end, rogues are kind of up close and personal, kind of. I can't really explain them, but they get an SMG, which I think there's a mod for that. I don't think we just get it randomly. No, we don't. So I might have to go back and download the mod for that, because I forgot all about that SMG, honestly. So we'll have to talk more about these guys a little bit more, but either they can, you know, become very adept in concealing, or basically in being by themselves. Now, with this tree, being by themselves gives them bigger bonuses and stuff like that. So this is like the character you would send ahead to scout, stuff like that. So yeah, Rebel, looks like you are you're a scout. Okay, now for the what I've been waiting for. Candy. Ooh, okay. The big hero in this turns out to be the medic. So this guy is all about healing either himself and others completely, like you know, one-on-one type thing, or he's about healing a lot of people at the same time. I'm not gonna lie, I am surprised about the class, but I'm not mad about it. Okay. Okay, so I was wrong actually. You both got the same amount of kills. Sorry for underestimating you, Pivot. Got some corpses. And this is
Commander,
our
to the research labs.
Okay.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
Okay, so this is a place where, basically we do research. So, hybrid materials. Each one of this is basically where our tech tree is, where we can get better armor, better type weapons, or find out what this thing is. So, at this point, honestly, since we have the corpses for it, I honestly just right now I'm just gonna go with modular weapons. It's basically just better
I
damage.
do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available. I certainly admire the courage and tenacity displayed by our troops in the field. They face a well-armed, well-trained enemy, and yet they never waver in their loyalty to the cause.
Okay, so now let's go visit engineering, guys.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
Okay, so from here we basically can build our facilities, which are what these slots are for. So we can clear out facilities for like supplies and stuff like that, but to get to lower levels, if I remember correctly, we need to complete one complete level. So after we clear out this, then we can go down here and so on and so forth. And usually, if I remember correctly, the lower the level, the more we get for it, because it's a lot more cluttered. Let's see. So to clear out this one, we need one engineer, which we don't start with. We get engineers from doing missions, and yeah. So since this one's empty, I can build systems for increasing the time of our research progress. So personally, I want to get a Tactics.
Guerrilla Tactics School construction initiated.
Yeah. So, thank you. Any items I can build at the moment. So, I'm gonna get a med kit there. I usually don't honestly mess with flash bangs and smoke grenades, but I'm at least going to get a flashbang at the moment.
What do you know about these gene therapy clinics, Doctor? They seem like a big draw for the cities right now.
Having worked in one of the facilities, I can tell you firsthand. They do offer a level of medical care unmatched by any previous effort in our history. The aliens have effectively cured all of humanity's greatest ailments: cancer, malaria, AIDS. The process is relatively simple.
As long as you're compliant.
Yes. The price of admission is acceptance of all Advent policies. For many people, that's hardly a consideration. A minor inconvenience, at most.
I'm beginning to see the appeal.
Okay, so let's go in.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
Hey. Okay, so this is the map I was talking about earlier. So if we go and investigate...
Avenger plotting new course.
This is where supplies are. Well, these things of supplies. So I can't zoom out too much at the moment. So resistance, this is basically really has been too long. So we can gain intel here. Intel is basically just another form of money, and it's for information on like black site facilities and stuff like that. So this will take 4 days to basically research. Where are you? So down here, basically the year is 2035, and it is currently almost 8 a.m. Click on the 4 days, and it will basically pass. This is a mod, by the way.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
That's also how scientific researches are also, you know, judged by how many days technically. So I could try to take 28 days for magnetic weapons, which I'm not at the moment. Right now, I will actually aim for hybrid.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Okay, so let's get this finished up one day.
Setting course for the Arctic.
And they're all rookies. That's what that symbol basically means. That they don't have a class yet. That I have to gain them EXP basically. But that is why I want the Guerrilla Tactics School, because once you use that, you can basically force them into a class of your choice. 4 days.
Avenger plotting new course.
And I'm gonna go down here to this guy. Okay, let's get this supplies underway. Okay, so when this happens, it's a guerrilla ops basically. They find a target for us to attack, and we review target, or we can ignore, but it's really heavily implied that you just don't ignore stuff like this. It wouldn't be in your best interest. And right now it's just one, and what we get is an engineer, and the difficulty is easy for it. Missions can range in difficulty from like super hard to like easy or very easy, I think. Usually they'll have like 3 choices for 3 different parts, but right now we only have 1 continent unlocked anyways. So I'm going to confirm this.
Setting course for Sector 1, the Arctic.
Okay, so since he is a grenader, basically, he gets 2 grenade slots, which I'm going to switch that grenade. One with a flashbang. Gun he has, he keeps. I don't really have too much for you guys at the moment. I don't know if I have a med kit. I think I do. I should. Yep. And you're going to use the med kit, basically. It's used to heal people. this is it at the moment. So, this is our starting group. Actually, hold on. Yeah, might as well take you guys out at least one more time. Okay, so this is our starting group, and thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.